Hi everyone, I'm Hailey and today I'm making another fall recipe, and here to help me do that is Mr. Pumpkin Man right here. We are going to make a super delicious pumpkin pie dip. So it's gonna be like pumpkin pie, but more like whipped cream pumpkin pie. And it also has some cream cheese and spices. It's going to be so delicious, and it's so easy to make because you don't have to turn on the oven and you can just whip it up. And then you can just dip whatever you want in it, like apple slices or crackers or your favorite cookie. So let's get started. So first I have a medium bowl and I have 1 cup of powdered sugar, and I'm just going to sift all of my powdered sugar so that there are no clumps and lumps. If you don't have a sifter, it's okay. You can just skip this step and you can still make the pumpkin pie dip. I love sifting things. It looks like snow. Yay! Now my powdered sugar is all sifted and I'm going to scoop in. Oh my gosh. The cream cheese just like slipped out of the bowl like ice skating. Then I'm going to add 6 ounces of soft cream cheese. Now I'm just going to whip my cream cheese and my powdered sugar until it's light and fluffy. Let's see. Sometimes you gotta like mix it off and on at first because of all the powdered sugar. You don't want it to fly up. Oh my gosh, I can like taste the powdered sugar. Like, it smells so good right now. It smells like cream cheese frosting because those are literally the 2 main ingredients, and cream cheese frosting is my favorite frosting. After you mix together your cream cheese and your powdered sugar, it should be like light and smooth like frosting. And then I'm gonna add 1/2 cup of pumpkin puree. This is just straight up pumpkin. And along with my pumpkin, I'm going to add 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And now we're almost ready to mix it, but not quite yet, because next we have to add all of our spices. And this is the part where it gets kind of crazy because these are small measurements. So I'm using 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, pour that right in there. And I'm using 1/4 teaspoon plus 1/8 teaspoon of ground ginger. And if you don't have 1/8 teaspoon to measure with, then you can just use like 1/4 teaspoon, obviously, and just kind of eyeball it, you know? And then I also have 1/8 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. And I also have 1/16 teaspoon of ground cloves. And if you don't have 1/16 teaspoon, then you can just like, it's about a pinch. So all the spices we just added were basically a homemade pumpkin spice. And now I'm just gonna whip all that together. Don't forget to scrape down the bottom and the sides of your bowl while you are mixing to make sure that it all gets incorporated and there's nothing that's like left behind or sticking to the sides. Okay, once you're done whipping that all together and it's nicely combined, it should look like pumpkin pie batter. So now we're gonna set our pumpkin mix aside and I'm gonna go make some whipped topping. How does it smell, Pumpkin Man? Yes, it smells very good. He agrees. So to make the whipped cream, we're just gonna make it with some heavy whipping cream. I have 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream, and I'm just going to use my hand mixer to whip this heavy whipping cream until we get some stiff peaks. And you'll wanna wash your hand mixer in between this and the pumpkin like I did.
Really?
Yeah? Do you?
Yeah.
Interesting. And stiff. That's very, very stiff peaks. When it gets like this, you do not want to whip it anymore. And now that I have whipped up my whipped cream, I'm gonna add it about a spoonful at a time to my pumpkin mixture and slowly fold it in.
Is it done yet?
Almost.
Is it done yet?
Almost.
Is it done yet?
Yes, it's done.
Yay!
We're all done now. Yay! Oh my goodness. I'm like scooping it into the bowl and it's so fluffy. This pumpkin pie dip is like the perfect consistency. All right, my pumpkin is in my bowl and I have some graham crackers, and now it's time for the best part. I get to try it. This stuff is amazing. I love pumpkin so much, and the spice flavor, it's good. It's really good. You know, it's not like too subtle to where you can't taste the spices, but it's not too overpowering. It tastes like I'm eating pumpkin pie, but it's a dip and it's easier. You have to try this recipe. I'm so serious. If you don't try this recipe, you should definitely try this recipe. I sound crazy, but it's really good. Mr. Pumpkin Man, do you want to try some? You want a graham cracker? No, if you eat it, you're gonna get all messy.
I don't care.
Ooh. Well, thank you so much for baking with me and Mr. Pumpkin Man today. If you ever make this pumpkin dip, let me know, and I seriously recommend it. And as always, I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Hailey, I am impatient all the time.
Why is that, Mr. Pumpkin Man?
Because nothing ever goes right.
I know what you mean. Like when your cookies don't taste the way you want them to because you left them in there because the timer didn't go up.
I feel ya.
Well, I think you should get up here then.
Okay, I'm already up here.
He wants some, but he's down there, pretending to be Mr. Pumpkin Man. But we all know he's not really Mr. Pumpkin Man.
I am.
It's okay. It's okay. He's cute. It's okay.
You gonna finish that?
Mhm.
Are you sure?
Mhm.